How you doing, children?
Merry Christmas, Dirty. We're recording this Christmas Day, 2019.
Yes, we are. How was your Christmas?
I sat in all day in my pajamas and played Madden. How was yours?
Mine fucking sucked.
Why did it suck?
I had to spend it. I went over to my dad's and he was just unbelievably drunk, and I had nothing to drink there because I had to drive my brother back. If I had something to drink, like if I didn't have to drive him back, I would have just brought the Disaronno with me and fucking smashed it while I was there, and then drove over here.
Nice.
Would have been a lot more pleasant.
So in my whatever 8 to 10 hours of Madden today, I thought a good thing for us to do today for this podcast would be to predict or try to predict Week 17 of the NFL. I've got all the games pulled up here, and I figure we can just go through and give our predictions. I'll record them, and we can kind of go from there.
All right. So let's see. Looks like first up we have the Packers versus the Lions.
They're in Detroit. What are your thoughts on?
Oh, Packers are gonna beat the shit out of them. Lions suck ass this year.
Do you have any any other insight between besides that, or
No, I'm thinking it's gonna be at least 2 touchdowns that separates it.
yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers as well. Um, they've already yeah, I'd say Packers pretty big.
Yeah.
The second one is the Jets and the Bills.
I'm gonna say the Bills are gonna go for it. They're gonna win, and I'm gonna say that they'll put in their starters
Mm-hmm.
because even though that they're going for a wild card, they won't try. If they don't and they lose, they'll get like the last wild card spot. So then, if one of the conference, one of the lower conference winners were to lose
Mm-hmm.
in the first round,
Oh
they would
right,
have, they might have home field. So for a playoff game.
I got yeah. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills. I think they'll beat the Jets pretty handily. And I admittedly have not been keeping up terribly or too intently on the NFL this year, so most of these are just going to be basic guesses here.
Yeah. All
Uh,
right. Dolphins and Patriots. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the Dolphins are gonna eke one out over the Patriots.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that. Ryan Fitzpatrick has been playing pretty well lately.
He had a huge game last week, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean 4 touchdowns and
Yeah. Yeah, so
um,
I'm thinking that he'll win.
you think it'll be a close one or a blowout?
Oh, it's definitely gonna be close. They're not gonna blow him out.
Well, I
The
mean,
Dolphins are they're fucking 3 and
no 4.
oh, they're 4,
Yep, they got
4
4
and
ones.
4 and 11.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, no, they're not blowing out anyone really, unless there's the Bengals.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, and I mean Tom Brady hasn't been doing that well this year either. I mean relatively, right?
Yeah, but I think that's more because of his lack of wide receivers, no Gronk,
Right. Yeah.
and they've never really had a real running game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
ESPN like suck their dick though. So, yeah. All right, so Bears versus Vikings. I have this feeling like you're gonna say something stupid here.
No. I honest prediction. They're in Minnesota. I still.
And the Vikings, I think, still have a shot for a playoff spot if they haven't already got one.
So the Vikings are gonna play hard. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I think the Bears eke one out, 48-3.
You're a fucking cunt. The Vikings are gonna beat them, and it's gonna be closer than what. I'll say that they win by maybe a touchdown.
Yeah, no, like I don't. Bears are gonna win.
No, you already said it. 48-3.
48-3.
Uh,
Bet it.
Let's see how that plays out for you. With
Uh,
titties fucking throwing.
oh God. Well, hey, maybe he'll have another 6 touchdown out of nowhere game. I think he's gonna be playing for a spot next year.
He has to. He's fucking sucked so bad this year. After playing pretty well last year, he sucks. Well, I actually like him.
Yeah, no, I like him a lot too.
I think it's a lot better than Chase Daniel.
He's a lot better than any of the quarterbacks they've had, I think, since the Super Bowl year besides Jay Cutler. Like, I think if the Bears had Jay Cutler last year, they would have went a lot farther and done a hell of a lot better.
Yeah. I think that they would have went a lot farther this year if they had kept Jordan Howard.
Yeah, Jordan Howard's really good.
All right, let's see. We got Chargers and Chiefs. Chiefs are going to win.
Yeah. I don't think
They're
that's
in
even...
that weird spot where they're going for a high playoff spot. They're not trying to get the wild card.
Right. Okay, the worst game on the schedule is next. The Browns at the Bengals.
Browns are going to fucking kill them. Browns are like 7-8 already, and the Bengals are shit.
I think... Okay, so you think the Browns will win. I'm going to go with... The Browns are imploding. They're horrible. They had all these high expectations. I'm going to go with Cincy in a very, very close one.
Yeah, well, they had high expectations for a team that's done jack shit for 30, 40, 50
Ever.
years. The next game is New Orleans Saints versus Carolina Panthers.
Carolina's been shit, haven't they?
Yes, and the Saints are playing for home field advantage, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna play their starters. They're gonna fucking kill them, even though they're away.
Yeah. I think the Saints are going to beat the piss out of them, too.
Another shit show. Falcons versus Buccaneers. Jameis Winston with 28 interceptions on the year.
Does he really have 28?
Yeah, he has 28. I hope he throws 4 this game. Just so that he breaks even, and that way he's got 2 per game on average. He's a fucking cunt.
So you're going with Atlanta?
I wouldn't even go that. Yeah, I'll go with Atlanta, but I wasn't even saying that because Matt Ryan's also not that great.
Yeah, I'll go with Atlanta as well, I think.
All right. Oh yeah, big game here. Colts versus the Jags.
The Colts were hot for a while, weren't they, earlier on in the year?
Yeah.
And then they kind of festered out.
Yeah, they showed who they really are.
Yeah, I got Jacksonville.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Colts. I know that the Jags QB is playing relatively well this year, but I think that the Colts are actually gonna win.
Based on anything, or just a gut feeling, or
It's just a gut feeling. The Jags always disappoint. Except for that one year when what was that, 2 years ago when Blake Bortles was the QB and they somehow made it to
they did what? I can't remember what they
went
did.
to the playoffs, I know that, and they almost beat they beat the Bills barely.
Yeah, yep. Okay, next up is Philly and the Giants.
It was a fucking toss-up, actually.
I'm leaning towards Philly.
I'm gonna say the Giants. I don't know the dude's name, but
Their quarterback?
yeah, their quarterback, the Giants.
Daniel Jones, I believe.
He's actually playing pretty well. Saquon Barkley had a good game last week. I think that the Giants they're gonna play and they're gonna win. I think at home.
That's fair.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't really have any commentary on that. I don't know shit about
Dude, I just looked at the fucking stats. That's the only thing I looked at before. I looked at them yesterday, so. Cardinals at Rams. Rams are a disappointment this year, but they do have a winning record. And I think there might be a slight possibility that they have playoff aspirations.
Last I checked, you're correct, but that was 2 weeks ago, I think. So
they're either 8-7 or 9-6.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
That's why I know. So I'm gonna go with the Rams at home because the Cardinals, their rookie QB is kind of hit or miss. I think. I mean, obviously he's gonna get better. He's a rookie, but like I don't think he's gonna beat the Rams.
Don't say he's gonna get better. He's a rookie. That's what I thought about fucking Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky actually had a decent year last year. When they caught on to that fucking college play. All those shovel pass touchdowns they had last year.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about it.
All right, so who are you picking, fool?
Oh, the Rams.
All right. Ravens and Steelers.
Oh, God. The Ravens are going to beat the shit out of the Steelers.
Hold on, though, because this is a later game. So this is the mid-afternoon game?
4:25, yep.
All right, so let's say, and I don't remember the standings really. Ravens are already, they're getting some type of home field. They might get the 2 seed or they might get the 1 seed.
Right.
And I don't remember who might be number 1, but if they play, and let's say they win or lose, that'll be the determining factor if they start Lamar Jackson. So, and the Steelers, they're going to play all out because they actually have a shot to possibly make the wild card.
Oh, do they?
Somehow. Although Mason Rudolph, their backup, just got placed on injured reserve. So the Ravens are going to win.
Yeah, let's see. The Ravens are 13-2. The Pats are 12-3, but the Ravens have clinched home field advantage.
Oh fuck. Yeah, no. Ravens are still gonna win, even though I'm pretty sure RG3 is the backup.
But I mean that's still like a big rivalry game, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but still, even with RG3, they're gonna fucking end up winning. They'll just run the ball 90 times. All right. Next up is Titans versus Texans. Titans are playing for either wild card or the division, and I think they've got 9 wins. Texans have 10 wins, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're.
But the Titans have been the hotter team as the season's gone on. So I think the Titans are going to win. They're going to run the ball. They're going to do what they do. Ryan Tannehill's going to manage the offense, not throw picks, or fumble the fucking ball.
Yeah, I've got the Texans also.
No, you have the Texans. I have the
Titans.
Titans.
Oh, you said Titans. Sorry, I was writing and half paying attention to you.
Well, you should probably pay attention. Broncos and Raiders. That's a fucking shit show. Raiders. I'm not even going to say why.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Oakland as well. I just know Denver's been trash.
Yeah. Dallas Cowboys, Redskins. Fuck. I guess the Cowboys.
You got Dallas. Is that just a spur of the moment?
Kind of, because I really don't think anyone wants to win the NFC East. No one's fucking playing like they do. I think it's coming down to the Eagles and the Cowboys. The Redskins and the Giants are way far back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hold on, I gotta itch my back. I'm gonna go with Dallas too. Because I like Tony Romo as an announcer and he used to play for the Cowboys, so I'm gonna root for the Cowboys.
And now for the big game of the week.
Ooh, the Niners and the Seahawks. Seahawks had a big free agent pickup here.
'Em.
What'd you say?
Fuck him. Marshawn Lynch, he's old as shit and he hasn't been good since 2015. 49ers are going to win. It's not going to be a landslide, but they're going to win.
Let's see. Frisco. I'm going to go with Seattle. I've always liked Seattle. And I liked Marshawn Lynch because he his whole interview thing, he was just there so he didn't have to get fined. He stuck to his guns with that shit.
Yeah.
Were you a fan of Marshawn Lynch at all, or?
He was good. He was a good running back. I thought he talked a lot of shit, but, back then, that whole Seahawks team, that's all they really did.
Yeah.
And then one by one, they all got injured, and then they got left behind, like Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman was a cunt.
Is he in Frisco now?
He was. I don't know if he's still even playing.
Oh, really? Hold on. I'm going to look that up. Because, yeah, he was an asshole. I think he's, like, super intelligent, but he's still a fucking asshole. Excuse me. Yep, he's playing for the Niners.
Yeah, good for him.
Okay, we haven't been at this too long. Maybe we can have just some general football talk for a little bit.
Whopping 16 minutes, 17 minutes.
Yeah.
So who do you think's going to win MVP?
Oh, Jackson.
Yeah, I think that's pretty unanimous.
Yeah, I don't think that's...
Fucking crazy. I knew that Patrick Mahomes won MVP last year.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how good of a season he had.
It was a fucking crazy year, yeah. He threw, 50 touchdowns, I think?
Like 50 touchdowns and maybe 5,000 yards or some shit like that.
Yeah, fucking nuts. In his first full year, second year in the league.
Yeah, because like the first year, he only played the last game of the season.
Mm-hmm. I gotta pour myself another drink here.
Kind of wish they would have done that, though. Like, repeated.
I kind of wish the Bears would have fucking drafted him.
Y'all would have been... Look, you guys could have drafted Carson Wentz. Fucking Derek Carr would have been a step up. Or, fucking Patrick Mahomes.
Deshaun
You
Watson,
also
we
just
could
be
have got.
lucky that you didn't draft Johnny Foosball.
Johnny Manziel, yeah. Oh my fucking god. That idiot. I don't know what the fuck Cleveland was thinking. Well, it's Cleveland, so nothing.
Well, to be fair, they actually did rather well last year, and they're far from their 0-16 season and the 1-15 season that preceded it.
Wait, they went 0 for last year, didn't they?
No, they went like 8-8 or some shit, like
Cleveland did?
9-7 or 8-8.
Huh. Oh yeah. Yeah, because I remember there was a whole deal for with Bud Light. They had cooler set up all around Cleveland. In Cleveland's first win of the year, all the coolers were gonna unlock and give out free beer.
Give those fans something to cheer about. Can't ever make it to the playoffs. Do you remember the fucking year that they went 10-6? It was like 12 years ago.
Super vaguely.
Let me tell you something. They had fucking a Michigan alum, Braylon Edwards, at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Derek Anderson was the QB.
Really?
Yeah, made it. I believe he went to the Pro Bowl that year.
A fucking Browns quarterback went to the...
He wasn't that good. he threw like 30 touchdowns, but he had like 15 interceptions.
I gotcha.
No, they went like 10-6 that year, and then they just like shit the bed for the next 10.
And the 10 preceding that.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think that They'll be fine. They've got their quarterback of the future, I think. Mayfield will end up being better than Johnny Football.
You think?
Well, he played a full 2 seasons, didn't he? Manziel couldn't start fucking 10 games over 2 years.
Was he always hurt or just being an asshole or?
Manziel?
Yeah.
He's just a cocksucker. Storing cocaine and shit in the nightclubs, fucking before games, and I mean, I don't have any proof of this.
You can't just make these wild accusations, but I don't have any proof of this, but he was doing it.
People make shit up all the time. Like, Giant Football should be a first-round draft pick.
Yeah.
But fucking Derek Carr goes second round.
Yeah. Or what about Tim Tebow?
Fuck Tim Tebow. Fucking.
Are you still bitter over that playoff game?
No, it's not even that. He was just a fucking... He was so fucking greedy. No, I'm not gonna go and play tight end, which is more logical.
Right, for his build and...
Not even for that build. It's just that he couldn't complete shit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he was a good runner.
He won games.
In Florida. Or you mean after he got drafted? In Denver. Yeah.
However, many of those they win by throwing.
Right.
All right. There was the fucking playoff game against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That's a fucking lucky throw, though.
Yeah.
I could have fucking... You give me some time, I could fucking complete a fucking...
Just Hail Mary, throw it up, bomb.
Yeah, I'd probably just do a dump off and it somehow fucking end up going for a touchdown. But still.
But yeah, I mean, if I were in that situation, if I were lucky enough to be in the NFL drafted as a quarterback and they told me they wanted me to be a fucking punter, I would do it just to be in the fucking NFL. You know what I mean? What's he doing now? Playing double, AAA baseball or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. It's like, still, even if you're making like the minimum, think of how much that we're making.
Yeah. Or as a AA baseball player.
And with that fool's fucking sponsorships.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck Tim Tebow.
I don't know why you're...
He's an asshole.
When did he get drafted? Like 08-ish?
Yeah, something like that. You know what it was, too? It was when... Do you remember when the Bears got Jay Cutler?
I remember being in my room and seeing that they got him, yeah.
All right. So it would have been the year after. Because the Broncos traded Jay Cutler because, like, he was saying some cocky shit like, oh, I have a stronger arm than John Elway. And John Elway's like, oh, fuck you, I don't fuck around like that. So he traded him. They actually started Kyle Orton that year.
Yep.
He did better than Cutler that first year. And then they drafted Tebow. And then they were just...
Yeah. What were your thoughts on Cutler?
Like overall as a QB?
As a QB, his time at the Bears, just overall.
I think his time with the Bears, they misused him. They had him throw way too much. They had him throw like long balls and all that, when what they really should have done is they should have stuck to what they were doing before, which is just use the run game, do short, quick passes, don't air it out, and they would have been a lot better off. Because if you notice, so when Cutler got injured and they had in Josh McCown, remember that?
Yep.
That's what they did. They ran the ball.
And they did well.
They did short, quick passes. They made McCown look like a fucking guy.
Yep.
They got McCown starting
got
a job
for like $10 million.
At fucking 2 different teams.
Yep.
But Jay Cutler, they just wanted to air the fucking ball out because he had a strong arm.
Yeah.
All the fucking time. And then he would throw picks, and they'd be like, why is he throwing picks? Got no fucking wide receiver. He's throwing at Devin Hester. Most retarded shit I've ever seen.
That is so true. He did lead him to the NFC Championship game that one year. And
people were pissed that he got hurt and that he didn't come back. Fair. But if they stuck to their fucking guns, they would have won.
Yeah. Oh, God. That was heartbreaking.
Who'd they lose to that year?
In the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, because they beat the Packers in the conference, right?
No, they lost to the Packers in the championship game.
That was the year? Oh, my God. The year that the Packers beat the Steelers?
I believe so.
Jesus Christ.
Hold
We
on,
could have beaten
You could have beaten the what?
the Steelers could have beaten the Bears.
You think so?
Yes.
Why is that?
Jay Cutler.
Well, Jay Cutler almost beat the fucking Packers that year.
Until he got hurt. Actually, you know what? We probably would have had trouble with Josh McCown. You know, roll out right, throw.
Yeah.
Roll out right, throw it out of bounds.
The Bears lost the conference championship game that year to the Packers, 21-14.
That was a close game. Actually, that game would have been the Bears versus Steelers would have been a better Super Bowl than what the Bears and Packers was.
Yeah.
Because I think not the year before, but 2 years before, I think that was when Steelers played the Cardinals. That was a fucking great Super Bowl.
That was so good.
Oh, I was fucking screaming in my room.
Who was that? Was that Harrison with the 100-yard return that year?
Yeah, James Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was Santonio Holmes, who did jack shit throughout his career, Pittsburgh or otherwise, except for that touchdown catch at the end.
Yeah. What's your favorite Super Bowl moment that you've actually seen?
I'll give 3.
Okay.
Santonio Holmes catching the winning touchdown
right.
against the Cardinals.
Right.
The Steelers' other Super Bowl in the 2005 season when they played the Seattle Seahawks. Antoine Randall threw a touchdown pass to I want to say it was Hines Ward.
I remember him throwing the pass. I don't remember who.
Yeah. That one. Or when the Patriots lost to the Seahawks. And I fucking I hate seeing the Patriots win all the time. However, Willie was talking so much shit.
Former coworker of yours?
Yeah.
Yep.
He was talking so much shit because he was like, we shut down Peyton Manning last year, one of the greatest of all time. We're going to shut down Tom Brady this year. And I remember he threw that fucking pick in the end zone. And right after the game, I go, yo, I thought y'all were going to win. What happened there?
Yeah, that was super controversial because they should have just had Marshawn Lynch just
fucking walk it in.
Because they were at
the 2.
Yeah, I was going to say the 1 or 2 yard line.
And then they're going to get in the shotgun and fucking throw it. What assholes.
Fucking Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
I've got 2. I had one in my mind, but then I remembered another one was the Giants Patriots, that helmet catch that fucking nobody David Tyree had where he caught it and he lodged the ball between his hand and his helmet.
Yeah. Didn't they have another one with another wide receiver in the other Patriots Giants Super Bowl?
There was another amazing catch in the other one. The other one, but I can't remember what it was. The Giants won both of those, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one was when Devin Hester ran the opening kickoff back against the Colts
in a losing effort. And no, I did. Oh, yeah, because Eli Manning caught a lot, for good reason, for
got
his
a lot
regular
of shit.
season play.
Yeah.
Even though he did have a 5,000 yard passing season.
Really?
Oh yeah. It was the 1 year where 3 or 4 people had 5,000 yards.
Oh yeah.
All right. No one fucking played better in the playoffs than him, though.
It was like a switch flipped with him.
Him and fucking Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
When they won the Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
he got to the playoffs. He played fucking phenomenal. Played like dog shit the whole rest of his career. Before, after, fucking played phenomenal during the playoffs.
Yeah. I don't know. I still, my number one still always, even though the Bears lost that year because of fucking piece of shit Rex Grossman, horrible. That we were in 8th grade, and I remember watching it, and as soon as that happened and he ran it back, I ran over to my mom, and I grabbed her and I hugged her and I was screaming, and I picked her up in the air, just put me the fuck down, you idiot. So I let her go, and Dan, my brother, was a huge Colts fan at the time. I got in his face and he stomped upstairs into his room, and then the joke
like
was
with
on me.
the 2016 election.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's some good times watching football.
Yeah. So, all right, you got our.
Ooh.
Oh.
So are we unanimous? MVP is Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's really no one else I can go to. He might as well get rookie or offensive player of the year and best QB while he's at it.
Do you have a Super Bowl winner? Super Bowl
prediction and then
Super Bowl game prediction and then winner? Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Kansas City Chiefs go to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't mind, or that's who you think is gonna go?
Well, that's what I'm trying to think, because we haven't seen Jackson play in the playoffs.
Right.
So I would like I think maybe the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Minnesota Vikings. That's who I want to be in the Super Bowl. Because Minnesota hasn't won the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about Kansas City. If they have, I think they might have.
Kansas City has one. I think one. Only because my coworker is 59, and he's a huge Chiefs fan. So him and I had a little bet on the Bears-Chiefs game, which I lost horribly. But he told me he was a Chiefs fan because when he was young, they won. Fuck, I don't know if it was. Yeah, I think it was a Super Bowl. I think it was once it changed to the Super Bowl. Wait. So sorry. What was your prediction? I'm gonna write it down.
Chiefs in Minnesota.
Okay. KC versus. I would not be upset if that if that's what it was. I would like to see that.
I would like to see anyone but New England in the fucking Super Bowl.
I'm gonna go with Baltimore and I'm gonna go with Baltimore and Seattle. And then I would like to see Baltimore win.
I didn't even do that. I'd like to see Minnesota win.
Yeah. In your Super Bowl, I'd like to see Minnesota win.
You like that?
But yeah, and these aren't set in stone. Maybe next year before the season, we can have like a whole prediction thing. We can predict everybody's records and then do a Super Bowl thing and kind of set that. We'll see how it goes. That's fucking months and months away.
Yeah, I wouldn't go with like predict the records. Maybe like my picks for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Does that make the playoffs?
Yeah, or
We
whatever.
should do a fucking draft one. Who we think is gonna go? Like, base it up. Like, take a look at who's projected, and then be like, I think that this person's gonna go here.
You mean for the NFL draft?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. One thing that Dirty and I are gonna look into is getting a excuse me, getting some sort of camera, getting it set up to where we can do maybe like a live stream on, the Super Bowl. Maybe we could do that with the NFL draft too.
Ooh, what I was just thinking too. What
What's
we're
that?
missing. When is the national championship gonna be?
January 7th, I think. Hold on, let me see. Why? What were you gonna say?
I think that we should do a prediction for the national championship game.
Oh God. Hold on one second. Let me see what the. Okay, January 13th is the championship game this year.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-mm.
January 13th?
Yeah.
The fucking playoffs start Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, fucking Ohio State and Clemson play Saturday night.
And then LSU Oklahoma's the other game. All right. All right. Who do you got? Let me find some more space on here. Who do you have in the playoff?
Oh. So, Ohio State and Clemson. Clemson, I think, is going to win. Ohio State really hasn't played anyone special this year. I don't consider Alaska Tech top tier talent.
Right.
And then who was it? LSU and Oklahoma.
Yep.
LSU's gonna win.
Okay, and who do you have winning?
LSU.
Okay, I've got the same two teams, Clemson and LSU. I'm leaning towards LSU, but just for the sake of keeping it interesting, I'm gonna say Clemson wins.
All right. Is there anything else? You got everything?
I don't think so. Not for this episode. Maybe we can think of some more stuff. Maybe next week or in a couple weeks we can revisit and do some more football stuff.
Yeah. Well, we're getting close to the end of the football season, so I think that we're on the we got on at the wrong time.
Yeah, well,
but we only started halfway through the season.
We're
podcast.
We're just getting ready for next year. That's all.
Yeah, when we're all big and famous and shit.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye.